I'm taking a challenge to cover 200 kilometer on the very first day of cycling. And I was thinking, will I be able to do it? Honestly, if you ask, I don't know. But this is going to be very interesting to find out if the cyclist within me is still alive or not. After taking my mom's blessing, loading my bicycle, I started the ride. And surprisingly, the first 1 hour of my ride was pure fun. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 32 kilometers. Looks like a good speed. I have done a good job. Look at. I think it will be 8 o'clock by the time I reach to my destination after 200 kilometers. But it sounds like it's doable. I'm happy. तो सब बढ़िया चल रहा है, मजा आ रहा है खूब. In 2 hours, I reached to Ambala. Ambala is the first section of our 4-section journey. After covering 100 kilometers, I will reach to Yamunanagar. but now things changed drastically, and that's because my body it started getting tired. It started to feel the gap of 120 days, and in that 50 kilometers stretch, I had some uncomfortable conversations with myself. If I have to summarize all of that conversations with myself, I was physically struggling by that time. Covered 70 kilometers, पर बहुत बुरा हाल हो गया. I'm having pain here. This one. This is the problem when you start after a gap, you feel this kind of issues in your body. And as you all know that problems, they don't come one by one, they comes in a bunch. And this is when a under construction road patch started. My second target, which is Yamunanagar, is 30 kilometers. If I have to roll all 30 kilometers to Yamunanagar on this kind of a road, this is going to be very difficult, yeah. And this section of the road made me very, very slow. At a time, I was completely pissed off on my this slow speed. भाई इस रोड ने ना मेरी हालत बहुत ख़राब कर दी है. स्पीड स्लो हो गई है बहुत. अब इसका हर्जाना ना मेरे को रात को चुकाना पड़ेगा. अब मेरे को रात को अंधेरे में राइड करनी पड़ेगी, वो भी यूपी के खतरनाक से गांव में. भाई वहाँ पे बॉडी मिलती है बस. अगर मैं लेट हो गया ना तो मैं नहीं जाने वाला गांव के अंदर. बहुत बुरा हाल है यार ये तो मुसीबत हो गई. पंगा ले लिया मैंने. I'm covering my face with the cloth. Despite of that, lots of dust is going inside my mouth, my nose. पूछता हूँ जरा भाई कितने किलोमीटर खराब है सड़क. बस ये मोड़ तक है, पूरा रास्ता ऐसे ही है. कहाँ कितने किलोमीटर? अच्छा बोल रहे कि पूरा दूर हो रहा है. That's a lot. How will I cover, man? अभी तक मैंने इतना कवर किया है. अभी पराड़ा, यमुनानगर, फिर सहारनपुर, उसके बाद जाके फिर कहीं मेरा गांव आएगा. That trolley which is going, I was thinking to hold it and ride fast with it. But now, because I am cycling and I don't want to cheat, target is 200 kilometers, it has to be done myself. So this is what I will do. No cheating, nothing. So because of this kind of a road, until Yamunanagar, it took me 5 hours. Reached the second destination, which is Yamunanagar. 100 kilometers almost completed. Saharanpur is 55 kilometers from this place. So 55, 2 hours. It will be late, I'm telling you. अंधेरे में राइड करके जाना पड़ेगा मामा जी के घर पे. हालत ख़राब होने वाली है भाई. It's very risky to ride in the dark. Not suggested. Shit, man. Oh. Oh my god.
Then started the third section, Yamunanagar to Saharanpur. And this is where the ride stopped being physical, it became deeply emotional. The sun was going down, my legs were heavy, and my back was screaming, and my mind started negotiating with me.
आपको एक बात बोल रहा हूँ, I'm really not sure 200 कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं कर पाऊंगा. भाई साहब अंधेरा हो गया, आसमान में थोड़ी सी रोशनी बाकी है. अब हो गया बहुत प्रॉब्लम, अब नहीं चला जा रहा है. मैंने बड़े परेशान हो रहा हूँ. ये जो जगह है ना, ये बहुत दर्द कर रही है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा दर्द कर रही है, कह नहीं सकता. और वो जो हाथ में गिरा था ना थोड़ी देर पहले, वो बहुत सारे उड़ रहे हैं, अभी आसपास भी उड़ रहे हैं, तो बहुत ज़्यादा तंग कर रहे हैं. ये तो पूरा ऐसा लग रहा है कि जल सा गया. गॉड. My third target Saharanpur is 30 kilometers. It's already dark, so I think 7 o'clock I will reach there. After that I have to go 50 more kilometers to my village, and I told that I will be there by 10 o'clock, and everybody is telling me no, don't come. Find a place there in Saharanpur and stay there. But you know what? If I stay there, it will be 150 kilometers, not 200. और पता है वो जो रास्ता है ना, उस रास्ते में चोर चक्के हैं, बहुत रिस्क होता है, बहुत वाट लग जाएगी अगर कुछ हो गया आज रात. वो सिर्फ लूटते नहीं है भाई, मार देते हैं जान से. आपकी ना अगले दिन सुबह लाश मिलती है. सो आई रियली डोंट नो व्हाट शुड आई डू. शुड आई डू इट और शुड आई नॉट डू इट? आई एम रियली कंफ्यूज्ड.
Many times I was thinking maybe 200 kilometers is too much. Maybe I have taken a wrong target. Maybe I should stop here.
आपको एक बात बोल रहा हूँ, I'm really not sure 200 कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं कर पाऊंगा.
But this is when I remembered something. I'm not doing this ride to impress anyone. I'm doing it for the guy who sat on the chair for 120 days, only dreaming about this ride. And I really did not want to disappoint that guy within me. Many time I thought to stop and leave this challenge. Many time I thought to cheat and complete the challenge.
एक और ट्रॉली दिख रही है यार, जी चाह रहा है पकड़ लूँ, 15-20 किलोमीटर निकाल देगा मेरे को बिना मेहनत के. पर फिर ख्याल आता है चीटिंग नहीं करनी. 200 का टारगेट है तो 200 करना ही है. Look at the signboard, 25 kilometer plus 50, 75 kilometer. Time is 6 o'clock.
This is when I met with this guy who has invited me to go and stay at his home. And once I really thought of doing so.
अगर रुक जाते घर भैया, देख लो आज टाइम के लिए, आज एक एडवांस. हाँ जी वेरी गुड.
अरे नहीं
अरे नहीं भैया,
मैंने ना 200 किलोमीटर का टारगेट रखा हुआ है.
I don't know which power, which cyclist within me was saying, no, never give up. Maybe I took this kind of a challenge of covering 200 kilometers on the very first day, especially when I'm overweight and I was sitting for 120 days on a chair and working for 18 hours. Because I wanted to prove it to myself that the cyclist within me is still alive. Do you know what was the most tempting thing? These all the trolleys which were passing by, and not one. There used to be a bunch of 5 or 7 trolleys going together, and I could have easily catch one of them and could have covered this 25 kilometer within few minutes. But you know what? I wanted to do it because it was very tempting and it was so easy to do. But again, there was something which was stopping me, which was saying no. You should not cheat. And that's what I did. I did not cheat.
Each kilometer is like a year. I'm so tired now. As per this milestone, 18 more kilometers to go Saharanpur. My condition is really very bad here. I don't know what to do.
By the time I crossed Saharanpur, night had fully taken over. I have completed the 3 sections, that means 150 kilometers by that time. This is when the last section of my journey started, and that is from Saharanpur to my uncle's village, the final 50 kilometers. And to be honest, this was the first time when I seriously thought, is it safe? Is it safe to ride in the village area? I think I should stop. I think I can call it a day at 150 kilometers. But right there, my phone rang. My aunt was there on the phone and she said, "You come, when are you coming? I have made your favorite dish, that is sarson ka saag with makke ki roti and chach." Her those words worked like a magic.
अगर मेरे को लालच नहीं होता ना तो इस एचपी के पंप पे मैं रुक जाता यार। तो मेरे को 200 किलोमीटर करना ही करना है।
This is when my cousin came on the call and he said, "It's too late now." So he will meet me on the way at a point, somewhere around 170 kilometer mark. That will be a small junction in the middle of nowhere.
I'm in a deep trouble right now. I have come 10 kilometers ahead of Saharanpur. That means almost 160, 165 covered. 10 more kilometers I'll ride alone on this road. Then my brother will come and pick me. From there it will be 30 more kilometers. I'm already dying, man. To gain some energy, I'm having this gachak which I purchased from Ambala. Let me tell you, I have reached to that designated place where from my brother will come and take me to the village. So I just checked 195 kilometers, 165 kilometers completed. I have killed myself, man. I've taken a big challenge of covering 200 kilometers despite of such a bad health. They are two, because one is not safe again to come at this time. And you know what? They came here around 7:30 and they were waiting, because coming here at this time of the day, this time of the night is again not advisable. भूल ही गए किधर से आए थे, ढूंढ रहे हैं हम लोग कहाँ से जाना है। तो हाईवे से नीचे कनेक्टिंग रोड पे उतर रहे हैं अभी। हाँ हाँ ओके। अभी कितनी दूर जाना है हमें?
30 किलोमीटर।
30 और?
हाँ
बढ़िया है।
The fog made the world small, only a narrow tunnel of the light in front of us.
It's a very small road and lots of fog is there. It's very common and I'm shivering with cold because my clothes are completely wet.
We passed through the fields, across villages,
Approaching to one more village. Look at the village, completely empty. खाली पड़ा है गाँव, कोई भी नहीं है। ऐसे करके हमें बहुत सारे गांव पार करने हैं भाई। अभी तक 15 हो गया, 15 और इस 15 किलोमीटर नई स्पीड पे मेरे को 2 घंटे लगे। 12:30 बजे हैं अभी।
आज हाट लगी थी।
अच्छा पीठ।
हाँ
इतना हिंदी वाला वर्ड क्यों बोल रहे हो? पीठ लगी थी।
वही का मतलब बता दूँ यार।
सब पता। अच्छा
अब हमें फिर कुछ बहुत दूर को आना पड़ता।
हाँ बिल्कुल।
the road was rough.
छोटी सी सड़क है और बहुत धुंध है, ऊपर से सड़क है ना टूटी फूटी है यार। स्पीड बहुत स्लो है मेरी इस वक्त। खाया नहीं तो मेरे को चक्कर भी आ रहे हैं इस वक्त, तो बहुत बुरा हाल हो गया।
That night the cold was brutal, but the friendship, shared sufferings, and that quiet feeling that we will get there together, made me keep running throughout.
One more village after 5 kilometers. I think 10 more to go. Lots of decoration, huh? Must be a marriage in the family. That's why on my left.
It was around 1:30 in the night when we finally entered my uncle's village.
1:30 and we are here now. Finally. कितनी मेहनत करके आए?
ये हमारे साथ चाहिए है।
अच्छा पड़ोस में, तो आप साथ में लेके आए थे हैं? सही है, जरूरी भी है। नमस्ते जी।
And tonight, after 200 kilometers, I was sitting on the floor of a village house eating hot sarson ka saag and makke ki roti that was made with pure love.
And you know, when I'm standing here in front of you and realizing and thinking about my journey, so the thoughts in my mind, they are saying that yes, for sure, you have completed the 200-kilometer challenge of cycling to this place. But more than that, you have completed 200 kilometers inside your own head, through the doubts, through the fears, through the loneliness. And I'm feeling like that I have started trusting on myself again. And do you know what? I'm not sharing this ride, these details with all of you so that you also get up one day and start riding 200 kilometer on the very first day of your cycling journey. To be honest, it was a stupid idea. I'm sharing this because maybe just like me, you are also stuck somewhere. It could be a chair, a job which you don't love, maybe inside a habit, or maybe some fear inside you. There might be the situations when you look at yourself and compare yourself with your old self and think where that version of me is gone. But the truth is, that version of you is still there. Sometimes you just need one uncomfortable challenge. Sometimes you need one long night and the people around who stood by you when you accept this kind of a difficult challenge for yourself in order to find your old self. So if you're watching this and you have your own 200 kilometers of doubt in any area of life, then take a small decision today and let me make it clear the distance that doesn't matter. It could be 2 kilometer or 20 kilometer or maybe just one honest step. But I suggest take that first pedal stroke, that first step, because when you push that first pedal, you are not just moving a cycle, you are rewriting your story. So this is me, the World Wanderer, and I'm very happy to announce that the cyclist within me is still alive, and this was the day one only. So there are many more challenges, there are many more villages, there are many more stories. They all are waiting. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.